But yeah, all right. So
Yeah.
I guess that's the consensus is that it just depends on the series and depends on the gap, right? Because again, right now, Bleach, which we're about to get into, they're dropping episodes, and everything that I see kind of goes back to One Piece. Um, but yeah, so now we're on part two, right? We all talked about even before starting this podcast about how part one of the Bleach release schedule didn't clarify some of the things that we were hoping it would clarify. For example, Unohana's Bankai, where the sword starts dripping blood. We still don't know what it does. We still have no, like, even after seeing anime, I'm like, I don't know what this does. Is this an illusion? Is Kenpachi's skin really falling off and she's just repairing it? What is happening? Didn't clarify it, didn't clear it up, nothing. And
And
then,
that's what makes that sorry about that. That's what makes me scared that, yeah, we waited 10 years for this, but now I just kind of feel like, well, are you just going to go panel for panel, just
mm-hmm.
animated and no real clarity about a lot of the plot holes? Like you're just, oh, we're just finally going to just give it to them so we can push more
More product.
games,
Yeah.
merchandise. But
But
it's like,
then,
bro, you do realize we care about story too.
right. But then you look at season two, right? And I sent you guys a clip in the group chat. They actually showed Shinji's Bankai in the anime, whereas in the manga you don't see it at all. It's in like a novel somewhere that was released after the series ended. So they showed
Hmm.
Shinji's Bankai. They explained how, dang, the buddy that had like the metal arms as his Bankai, the visored. They explain how his Bankai works and what it actually does. And then the buddy that had the Rose Shikai from the Visored, they explain how his Bankai worked. So we're starting to get little instances where they're actually going into depth about what these things actually do, and it's not off screened for once.
Well, I think well them is because they're head captains, and then, to be honest, I have a big preference towards the Visors. Ever
Mm-hmm.
since we saw the little time skip thing with them and how they came to be, I was like, bro, that was prime Bleach for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like to see what actually happened to them, and then and that really impacted the end where when Aizen was yelling at Kisuke. But that was Kisuke's payback, bro,
Mm-hmm.
for what you did to me, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like Kisuke had that stone cold face, like, yeah, I got you.
I got you. Yeah, I caught you.
Like, I beat you right in your own game.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, so yeah, I am looking forward to see like little things here and there. I just really, and we got to say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what happened with Grimjow in that dome. I want to
Oh,
know.
I don't
Because
know
the
if they'll
fact
explain
that
it, bro.
so the fact that nobody just explained what happened to them, like, bro, like, it's like, come on, man, like. But I did realize, like, yeah, like, the final arc, that's where they were going Bankai crazy. So I
Mm-hmm.
do, but then like how you just said, they dropped the ball with Unohana. Like, it's like, yeah, all these, the whatever captains that were left, and even some of their lieutenants, everybody was just going Bankai crazy. Everybody was learning a new technique that passed down to their family until now. Like everybody's showing all these clan tricks,
Mm-hmm.
but where's the actual explanation?
Right. Right. And it was weird too about season one is that they actually went through the lens and efforts to actually show the original 13, and that they were all like stone cold murderers. And who was in it? Unohana. Like she's been there for centuries, and you're just like, oh, so we're gonna get nope, no, all right, okay, never mind. Like so I don't know. Like I think it's been good so far. Like I'm glad that they actually. It seems like they maybe heard some of the critique and have made more efforts to showcase. Like, okay, we know you guys want to see more fights on screen, more Bankais actually be explained, and given depth. But to your point, Tim, do you feel like the aspects of the story that you want to see outside, of course, of the final arc, for where we're at now, where like Byakuya and Rukia and Renji make their return. Is there anything in these particular upcoming fights that you're like, I hope they explain blank?
Yes, because for example, remember remember there were certain plot holes, like if your sword breaks, your Zanbato spirit basically doesn't really care for you anymore.
Hmm.
And then the fact that Renji, they said like, oh, you never said my proper name. Because I remember
Yeah.
with Yumichika, like that was always the gimmick, but then I was like, but why Renji? what was this about? Like, but then you realize, yeah, oh, but you lost all of these battles. You made us look bad and all that other stuff like that. But then the thing about it is, so he just had your name wrong from the beginning or something like
Right, and
that.
that's
And
what
it's
held back his
just
Bankai. Yeah,
which is very dumb, so to speak, because you look at a person like Ikaku Madarame, where he barely wins anything, but he still goes so ham in his battle spirit that his Bankai is right there with him.
hmm.
So it's like there's a lot of plot holes on certain things that is just a plot armor, I would say.
Well, I mean, not to disappoint you, but they already showed Renji's fight in the anime, and they pretty much said the same thing. You weren't pronouncing his name properly, and yeah, I mean, the transformation looked cool. Like I liked seeing the fight animated, but they didn't really
Yeah.
elaborate on why he
But
was.
you, but they did it for plot armor, bro. Because when you really look at it, like, yeah, we've seen Renji's Bankai for years, and it's lost its appeal, so to speak.
Hmm.
Like, yes, like Rukia finally has her Bankai. She's the Snow White princess.
Yeah,
But then the fact is, like, yeah, so like, oh yeah, but Renji's gonna come back with his original Bankai and magically beat this guy who took out two plus captains.
right. Two
No,
visor captains at
no,
that.
yeah, and I was like, nah. They was like,
Well,
no,
well, two,
we're
two. Yeah,
yeah.
but
No, but the crazy part is, they gotta explain this correcly, is when Kenpachi fought that kid.
yeah, yeah.
No, honestly,
Uh,
no. Kenpachi's part is the biggest plot hole, bro, because it's like, so was his girl that girl, or was that his Bankai all the time, or was she connected to it, or is she like a connected to his spirit or something? It's like
which makes
so.
and for anyone listening, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you want to fast forward, maybe 10, no, let's say 5 minutes ahead. But go ahead, Tim. Go back. I just want to warn people.
No, bro. I mean, they should have read the manga by now. They should have read the manga by now. The manga's been out for years, bro. But it's like that was the most confusing part, bro. So like, all right, so he finally summons his Bankai,
Hmm.
which it was okay. It was okay. Like
It
it could have been
yeah
better. It could have been better.
yeah.
But then that's what you expect. Like he's a savage. Just give him something to just do whatever with it.
They actually explained it pretty well. That it was his repressed power coming. Like his repressed savagery, kind of like on full display. But go ahead. I mean, yeah,
But I just kind of felt like, all right, with the lieutenant aspect, so she just disappears.
yeah. And
So
not to
was she?
mention, not only could she possibly be part of his Bankai, but she also had her own Shikai.
Yeah, yeah. Because my thing about it is, so was it like something like similar to like Coyote Stark and Lily Net, or like they're
Mm-hmm.
like pieces of the same soul or something like that? It's just like, come on, bro. You kind of just have to like explain it. We don't need a full episode to explain it. Just
Yeah.
say it within 5 lines.
Yeah, it could easily be something of like there was levels to his repressed consciousness, and she was one, and then her Shikai was another level of repression, and now it's all
Yeah.
on Front Street. But yeah, that for me, Jory, I'm gonna let you get. I know you got stuff to say too about Kenpachi's fight, but the thing I want to explain is Mayori's fight with the right hand of the Soul King.
Yes.
Bro, I was like,
Yes.
what? What?
Oh boy.
I beg
No,
your
no. See,
pardon. It's the
so
what of the what?
the Soul King, like, all right, and honestly, yes, that's a big plot hole as well. Like when Aizen was yelling with Kisuke, Kisuke says like, "Oh, so you saw it," and
Yeah.
and I like how he referred it as it. So he's like, "Yeah, but what makes you want to worship a thing like that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
basically, what is actually the Soul King that despised Aizen so much that he went on this path of self liberation? I mean, I guess that's what it is,
Yeah.
like self that you wanted to transcend above him. Like, what is it? The fact that one body part is here, one body part is there, or this Quincy has this part. Like, how so it could
Right.
just like,
Right. Why does Ukutake
okay,
or whatever his name is with the white hair? Why does he hold part of the Soul King in him? Like
and still sick, like like bro. And then that Valkyrie Quincy dude had the heart. It's like, bro, come on. It's
yeah.
like now that people are just cheating now, bro.
Hmm.
Like it's like, come on.
Yeah, those are just Kenpachi's fight and Mayuri's fight with the right hand of the Quincy. I'm like, no, 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 no. We're not just gonna blow past this fact of like, how does he have and why does he answer to Quincy Jesus? Why is he his subservient if he's the right hand of the Soul King? But yeah, Jory, what's I know Jory's complaints about Kenpachi has gone for years. This man has a
Dog,
deep rooted issue.
I never, I never, I never forgot when I was reading the panels. I'm reading the pages though, and I find out the kid's power is imagination. I said, okay, it's over. I'm like, this the final arc, man.
The end boss, yeah.
Is over. I'm like, yo, homie done, kid. Whatever dark thing happened. So now I'm going panel for panel, and I think he goes to cut, and then I find out Kenpachi cuts Buddy. I say, hold on, kid. So wait, nah, time out. This is not real, dog. It's him and the dude with the power of black.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was like, yeah, I'm that's it. I'm done. Cause that fight right there made no sense. I still don't understand how he won.
Well, remember with Buddy the Imagination, he couldn't imagine himself defeating Kenpachi. He beats himself. Yeah. Now, now, for context of the fight, this was after he put Kenpachi in the coldness of space and had a meteor fall from the sky that Kenpachi
See,
managed to cut in
I didn't
half.
see now. I didn't want to bring that up because I still was in disbelief that that actually happened. Because I was, oh my God. I
Yeah.
thought I was tripping.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah.
He couldn't imagine
That
himself defeating Kenpachi.
and then what?
Well, Kenpachi has always been a cheap character, bro. Because when you really look at it, Kenpachi is like basically an adult Kid Buu. When you really look at it, he just always cut like Kid Buu. No matter what you did to him, he was always coming back for more punishment.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was just his demeanor that really just made you feel like, bro, am I even making a dent in this person?
Mm-hmm.
And you saw a lot of that when Kenpachi fought Noritora. Like Noritora was hacking away, but then
Yeah,
Kenpachi was
cutting.
just
Mm-hmm.
smiling, going back and forth, back. And he's like, bro, what am I doing to this person? He has no fear. He literally just jumps in the midst of me just swinging to cut his head off. But
Yeah,
then Kenpachi also had a moment of clarity, like, oh, yeah, I can't take this guy.
much
I
longer.
can't,
I'm starting to bleed out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna follow what old man Yamamoto said. Use both of my hands. Two strikes. Bam. Done.
Which was really cool. I want to say like for as many bad Bleach retcons as they are, like oh you never knew my true name. Like I think Kenpachi has had the best retcons of like yeah to be fair it's like it seemed like planning of like yeah he's always fought one handed. It's like what if I fought with two? I was like fair enough, fair enough. Like the whole thing of like the whole he's repressed himself because he wasn't able to find a fair fight. Okay, okay, I can get behind it. He's always had a pretty good like on the Kampachi side. I feel like it's all made sense, but the Quincy's, bro,
Mhm.
they're I don't know. Their powers at a certain point was like, what is happening, yo? What is happening?
over the
And, and
captains.
and you know what I say? One of the biggest plot holes, and it goes back to like the biggest enemies that they fought. Which I consider it was the Frieza saga of Bleach, was the Vastalordes. I really want to know, like, did Grimjow and the Shark Hollow Lady, did
Oh,
they ever ascend to
Harry
that level?
Halibel, Halibel. Well,
Did they
it
ever
said that
ascend?
she didn't, but Grimjaw we don't know.
And that's the thing, like, so Grimjow comes back in this very cool fashion,
Hmm.
but it's like, so did he ever ascend?
Yeah, and then you find out through a random Bleach game that Ichigo's form that he fought Eukoria or yeah Eukoria is that the name? I can't never pronounce his name.
Ukiora, yeah.
Ukiora, right? His that long haired form that actually was a Vasto Lord Hollow. that he manifested himself into. That's how he was able to beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
that's his vassal lord form.
Let's do that.
So
Ichigo marries
it's
Sue
a
Hirosaki.
yeah, yeah, bro. It's a lot, man. It really is, man. So like, I just really hope to get back on topic. Like, yes, like I really hope they just start. It's a couple of plot holes, just a couple,
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all don't
just a
have a
couple.
problem. Y'all don't have a problem with homie's power, it being black itself.
No, no,
No,
no.
It
no.
makes sense. Did they
No,
explain it?
because bro,
He
when
did
when they
explain it.
introduce these Quincy's, I realized, all right, everybody's a cheat code. Hammer away,
Right, let the best cheat code
because
win.
bro,
Yeah,
when they got to those final four, like those final four head Quincy's, like the black dude, they could not beat this dude for nothing, and they brought him down to the point where Izuru won the fight. Bro, what? Like, bro, I was like, what? So you mean to tell me they just went through all of that and he just defeats dude just like that? Basic dude who basically got almost one shot at and like literally like 30% of your body is gone
yeah,
and is only
yeah,
put together by little tethers.
yeah. He's the one that takes him out.
Like you're basically a zombie.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, Tori, yeah, I could get behind. To Tim's point, yeah, I could get behind. Let the best cheat code win. You're coming with a game genie, and I counter with Game Shark. Now what?
Oh my god, man.
I hit you
Yeah,
with the
because
down down up B A plus start select combo. Now what?
yeah,